Hello, I'm John Bachman. The military has now released the names of those Special Forces Marines who were killed in a training mission just off the coast of the Florida Panhandle. Take a look. We put the names of the 7 Marines right here on the screen. The men were all stationed at Camp Lejeune in North Carolina. The 11 service members in all were killed when their Black Hawk went down during a training mission that took place during dense fog Tuesday night. Officials recently found wreckage from that crash and human remains along the beach there. The Louisiana National Guard has not released the names of those 4 soldiers who were killed in the crash. Also today, a sign the military is entering a new phase of the mission in Iraq. The Pentagon now says an American soldier was injured by enemy gunfire in Iraq earlier this week. The soldier was just scratched on the nose, the result of gunfire from an unidentified militant. But it is the first time a U.S. soldier has been hit by direct or indirect gunfire since the new mission against ISIS began. Right now, there are about 100 U.S. troops training Iraqi forces on that same military base where this occurred. In Utah, a jury convicts a doctor for the murder of his ex-wife almost 4 years ago. John B. Wall's defense team tried to argue that his ex-wife, Uta von Schwerdler, killed herself, but the jury wasn't buying it. It took them less than 8 hours to return a guilty verdict. Witnesses say Wall hated his ex-wife. He was involved in a bitter divorce and custody battle with her. Prosecutors say Wall injected von Schwerdler with Xanax and then put her in a bathtub overflowing with water until she drowned. The couple's son says justice has finally been served. In Michigan, a man will spend at least 8 years in prison after killing a soccer referee with a punch.
I'm so sorry from the bottom of my heart. I don't know this is going to happen, you know. I'm so sorry for his parents, for his dad and his mom.
Now, that is Basel Sayad. He was convicted of involuntary manslaughter back in February, but he learned his sentence today. He was playing in an adult soccer game last summer and was going to be ejected from that game. That's when he punched the ref in the neck, accidentally killing the man. The autopsy revealed the referee died from blunt force trauma to the throat. And the search continues for at least one suspect who shot 2 police officers in Ferguson, Missouri. Last night, a candlelight vigil was held for those 2 officers who are not part of the Ferguson Police Department. Meanwhile, President Obama went on Jimmy Kimmel Live and says the shooting takes away from the message that legitimate, peaceful protesters are trying to send.
I think that what had been happening in Ferguson was oppressive and objectionable and was worthy of protest. But there was no excuse for criminal acts.
Well, not everybody agrees with the protest aspect of that statement. Police say they have questioned several people but still have not made any arrests, searching that area pretty intensively. The Secretary of State has been in Egypt today. John Kerry says the U.S. will work with Cairo to help them achieve their economic goals. Kerry has been there for an economic conference and talks with Egypt's president, who's been asking for more military hardware, but Kerry offered none today in those talks. Another update coming up for you in 30 minutes.